Stop feeling lost at the open. Here's how to build a watch list that stacks the odds in your favor step by step. We're going to start out with, what is a watch list and what should it include? Well, really right off the bat, I'm guessing most of you are coming to the channel for short-term trading. So when we're looking for stocks that are potential trades, we always want to start out with big percent gainers. Now, I know that can be counterintuitive to a lot of you. If it's already up big, how much more can it go? But one thing you got to remember is the biggest gainers become the biggest gainers, okay? So stocks that gap up in pre 20%, 30%, those are the ones that end up going 200% on the day. Something that so many traders kind of mess up is they kind of think of like that value investing idea. So they see a stock that's way down low and they think, okay, I'm going to buy that and it's got so much upside. But what you'll find when it comes to day trading and small caps, the stocks that are in the dumps with low volume and no catalyst and no action just sit there all day. They never go anywhere, okay? So you end up buying these stocks with low liquidity and no catalyst, and then you just watch paint dry all day, and then you see some big runner that takes off, and now you're tied up in this stock, and you can't trade it. So look for big percent gainers in pre-market and the day before. Okay, we like to roll over those big percent gainers from the day before. Look for low float stocks, less than 10 million float. Look for stocks with news, okay? And this is one thing that I'll get pushback on because people will point out an outlier. They'll point out an outlier. Look at this one stock that ran with no news and no catalyst. I'm like, yeah, that was the one this week, okay? Sure, we had one no news runner. Meanwhile, we had 15 stocks that were in hot sectors, that had catalysts, that had partnerships, that had contract announcements, that ran. Do I want to sit there and hope I find the 1 out of 15? Or would I rather try and choose from the 15 that ran with a catalyst? So avoid no news stocks. Look for unusual volume, okay? The key analytic that we use is stocks that are trading significantly above their 60-day average value. Now, you can look this up on pretty much any charting platform, but in Stocks Trade, it's built in. You can see exactly what the 60-day average is. Now, the reason we use that, I recommend using 3 different trading timelines for your trading. The 2-day, 5-minute, so a 2-day snapshot divided up into 5-minute candles. The 2-month divided up into 15-minute candles. We like that 2-month window because it lets us detect recent spikes because people remember those former runners. Best way to spot former runners is using that 2-month chart. Then we use the 1-year, 1-day chart to look for key support and resistance levels going back further in time, because a lot of these stocks lift off of support and then struggle at resistance, but we can trade those ranges. Now, that's a lot of different criteria there, but that's where scanners come in. Okay, scanners and filters, etc. Use the power of technology. Use the tools to winnow out all the high float stocks. Weed out the stocks with no catalyst. Weed out the stocks without unusual volume and big gains. So I remember when I was getting started, it used to take me forever to build a watch list. Forever, okay? And it was just because I wasn't using filters and scanners. I mean, I wasn't taking advantage of the technology. Now, it was a little different time back in the early 2000s. We didn't have all the tools like Stocks to Trade back then, but use technology to your advantage. So now that we found those for the day oneers, we want to look at updating and organizing our list from the previous days. And the way we do that is looking for those big gainers from the previous day going back 5 days. Now, when it comes to those multi-day movers, how do you keep track of them all? I'm going to go back to using technology. Set alerts, set price alerts, okay? Every trading platform, every broker will allow you to set levels on a chart to notify you when the stock hits that price. Because sometimes we might have 50 multi-day runners and 49 of them do nothing. So there's no point in watching 49 stocks to find the one, but if you have a key price level, and by having that alert and having the prep in advance, you are ready for almost 100% move, okay? Now, one thing I would strongly avoid is kind of that analysis paralysis. That's where key levels on the chart and alerts can really come in handy, okay? You don't have to review these stocks every day. Those watch lists can get big, okay? They can get really big, and it's just not worth it to sit there and flip through all these chart patterns and chart and look at the real-time price action when you can let alerts do that for you. So between looking for the key criteria, using scanners in pre, looking for those big runners, then at the end of the day, going through all those and looking for the ones that held near the highs, setting alerts, you can actually absolutely crush both the day oneers and the multi-dayers. Use watch lists, use technology, maximize it. You don't have unlimited bandwidth, your computer does. So when it comes to building watch lists and setting alerts and knowing what qualifies as a multi-day runner and what doesn't, whether you're looking for day 3 surges or week open ready greens, this is the kind of stuff I go over every day in the Daily Income Trader system. Hit that link below. Would love to work with you every day.